The goal is not only to get rich and financially stable, but stay rich and financially stable. Not make it all the way to the top just to go back down to the bottom. It's happening. Rich people are going broke. Yes, sir. But this isn't irregular behavior. Most first-time millionaires go broke 3 times. They make it, fall off, make it, fall off, make it. Then by that 3rd time, they like to say the 3rd time is the charm. You got to hit your head a couple times, fall down, get back up in order for you to finally get it and maintain it fully.
I had all this shit going good and everything collapsed. I went from being a millionaire to being broke. Niggas thought I was a joke for a long time. The bitch that my was calling me broke nigga and everything. Look at me now. No debt, no nothing. I just retired my mom on IG. I just paid off all her credit card debt. I changed my life.
I'm going broke. Spent way too much money in Miami. Spending way too much fucking money on the businesses. And going back to Miami, you gotta spend money on a driver, gotta spend money on an Airbnb, a flight back home to Arizona. That alone is like another 5 racks. Oh my gosh, man. Everybody wishes for this lifestyle until you gotta fucking keep up with it.
Ooh. Everybody wishes for this life until you have to keep up with it. You have to maintain that lifestyle, right? It's one thing to get there. Now people have these expectations. Now, in order for you to stay in these rooms, you got to stay rich. Your friends aren't your friends. You become an opportunity. People are around you just to benefit off of you. What knowledge can they get out of you? What connections can they get from you? Watch you fall off. Those friendships go just as quick as the money did.
We would like to believe that once you get money, you just like, oh yeah, let me just take care of everybody. But that's not how that shit works.
That's not how money works.
That's not how money works.
That's how a lot of NBA players and NFL players go broke anyway.
I done went broke taking care of family. Like that ass. Like I done went broke taking care of family.
And it's like, I don't like this whole narrative that, and you see this a lot in our culture when somebody becomes famous, and it's always like some sibling that's just like, yo, you owe me.
Yeah.
You owe me. I'm like, did you write the songs? Did you go on the road?
But friends too, man. Yo, people think that they access to you is like, that ensures them a position somewhere. Because only in music and entertainment, how we work, do think we just got jobs laying around. Like
facts.
Yo, I remember I had got a job, and like one of my homies, he said to me like, yo, bro, what I gotta do? I'll be the janitor. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm a vice president of A&R at a label. How the hell would I know anything about what a janitor does? You know what I'm saying? So, it's some level of entertainment. People just think, I guess, because of how much money rappers make, and they like, well, if you interviewing rappers and he got that much money, you gotta at least have 100 million. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how people think, and you know, they just don't know.
The furthest from the truth.
It's the first. Yeah, we would like.
We always see a debacle or a situation where the person who got successful has family members that feel entitled to their money. You supposed to put me on. No, they're not obligated. They have no obligation to help you out. You grown, go out and get it on your own. Just like that person had to. Now, if they lend that hand, okay, gladly accept it, be grateful, be thankful. And then it comes to a point, if you give somebody something, you can say yes a million times, you say no one time. Now they mad at you. Now you all the swear words in the book, right? Or you keep telling them yes. Now they're depending on you, right? You want to teach them how to fish, not give them a fish every time. Now they don't know how to move without you.
For some reason, you lost everything twice.
Yeah.
In 2005, you had $1,700 left. This was after Kings of Comedy.
Yeah.
You got $1,700 after you made, what, like $30 million on that tour?
Dog, we made more than that.
What the hell happened to the money?
Yeah. It's called a divorce. I got jumped on, man, but it was even before the divorce. Cause, not gonna say who did it, but they got in cahoots with my financial planner. And I was writing checks to the government for 7 years. Writing tax checks, signing the tax checks, giving them to turn in. They was keeping them, taking the money out the account like I was paying taxes. And keeping it for themselves. When my accountant passed, a lady went in the office and found a box on the floor, and I had 7 years of unpaid taxes. And
you know what? When I pay my taxes, I don't write a check to my accountant, or my CPA rather. I send it directly to the IRS. This is where information becomes important. All you gotta do is go to irs.gov. What was he doing? Or you could send a check directly to them. I don't know what he was doing.
Thinking I'm even. And then my lawyer said to me, you ain't paid taxes in 7 years.
Ooh, so you haven't paid in 7 years plus the interest.
Then I saved some millions But before I split the assets, she took all of that out the bank, moved it. The divorce was over.
Right.
It was just, let's split the assets. But you took all the assets.
Right.
And I was stuck with this tax bill. So I had to pay 7 years of back taxes with interest and get current. I was in a world of trouble, man. When I looked up, I had $1,700.
Won't those taxes do it? Time and time again, we hear about celebrities not paying taxes, and then it catches up to them. Perfect example, Quavo from the Migos. 8 days ago, the IRS said that he owes $3 million in back taxes. 3 M's. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt his pockets a little bit. I don't know how much he got, but it's gonna lower him down a little bit, you know? The IRS claim he owes $915,000 from 2021, $887,000 from 2022, over $1.1 million 2023. That boy ain't been paying since the pandemic. He probably didn't pay in 2024 or 5 either.
How do you make $200 million and you're broke?
What is the answer to that question, by the way? Because I've always been curious about that. I found people that make a lot of money quick, especially in the celebrity industry,
Right.
also lose it just as quickly. How does that happen?
In music specifically, they have this theory you have to look like money to make money. When that's completely false. You're already a fucking star. You don't
Yeah.
have to look like shit. You just
Yeah.
have to be who you are. But the problem is, everybody has this idea of, okay, if you don't look like money, you're not making money. So you spend your money on all these cars and jewelry and houses for MTV Cribs and kind of play this facade that you're successful. I think the idea of success is fortune in actuality, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is, if you don't understand what success really is, which is freedom in my eye, everybody's different what they believe success is, but freedom covers every sector.
Right.
Long as you're free to do what you want, when you want to do, and how you want to do it. And that's spiritually, financially, whatever. To me, that's success. Because when you can't do that, you're not successful. You're still working for the man, or working to become, or working to survive, or
As,
working
Con-
to
as
thrive.
Kanye would say, new slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Beat me to the punch. I was gonna say, you're a slave still. A slave to the system. High paid slave, no matter how much money you got. The goal should be to become free. He said it best. You want to be able to do what you want, when you want, and for whatever reason you want to do it. Not having those strings tied to you anymore. The chains being lifted from you. The straps keeping you locked down in that career that you hate. Or keeping you doing things that you don't enjoy just to make a buck. Where money is no longer a worry no more. Where you don't worry about money. You don't have to check your bank account every day to make sure you got enough in there. When you go to the store, you got to log into your app real quick or call your credit card before you check out. See, when you no longer have to do those things and you can just go, live, and you know that you have more in the bank account each and every single day or each and every single week, when you exit survival mode, then you are successful. Your epitome of success is determined by you. And if you live a purpose-based life, then you're already successful no matter how much money you got, because you enjoy what you do and you wake up every day motivated to do it again.